Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Next up, we've got Rodolfo Vieira versus Tresean Gore in a matchup that looks like your neighborhood jiu-jitsu professor is about to fight a guy who shadowboxes outside 7-Eleven. Vieira is trying to choke you out with an instructional DVD move. And Gore? He just wants to prove that cardio is for cowards. Let's break it down. Rodolfo, the black belt hunter, Vieira, coming in at minus 220 with a record of 10-3. You know your jiu-jitsu is scary when they call you the black belt hunter. That's like being so good at karaoke that professional singers cross the street when they see you. Vieira is basically what happens when a grappling god decides to do MMA and someone tells him, "Hey, you gotta throw hands too," and he goes, "Fine, I'll try, but don't expect much." He's a multi-time world champion, BJJ, ADCC gold medalist, and he's got more gold medals than a Russian gymnast in the 80s. Once he gets the takedown, you're not getting back up. You're entering submission escape room mode, except there's no escape and no room. Just despair and an arm triangle waiting to happen. He's got 9 subs and 10 wins, and his favorite move is the arm triangle choke. Honestly, he hits that thing so often it's starting to look like the UFC needs to ban it just to give the rest of the division a chance. He's a pressure grappler with a takedown defense rate of 100%. Basically, no one wants to try and wrestle the wrestler. But that cardio, oof. Vieira's gas tank is about as reliable as an iPhone at 3% in a cold climate. If he doesn't get that finish early, he starts looking like he's fighting underwater. His striking has improved a bit. He doesn't flinch every time he throws a punch now. But let's not pretend he's out here auditioning for a Muay Thai documentary. We saw that against Chris Curtis, where Vieira couldn't get the takedown, ate a buffet of punches, and eventually wilted from sheer damage. Dude submitted from strikes. That's like rage quitting in real life. He followed that up with a decision loss to Andre Petroski, so now the pressure's really on for a bounce back. Tresean, Mr. Vicious Gore, coming in at plus 180 with a record of 5-3. Tresean Gore is the kind of guy who punches like he's mad at the canvas for existing. He comes in like a tank with a little bit of jiu-jitsu flair and a whole lot of "I'm down to scrap." Gore's got a striking background in boxing and Muay Thai, but oddly, it's his submissions that have been doing the work lately. He's got 2 guillotine choke finishes, including one where Josh Frempt basically dove into it like he was trying to impress a jiu-jitsu scout. He's also got a surprisingly good takedown game with 75% accuracy and 83% takedown defense. So this isn't a guy who's going to just let Rodolfo put him on the ground without a little resistance, or at least a guillotine attempt and a sneaky eye roll. But Gore's biggest problem? He's hittable. And I don't just mean like he's got a porous guard. I mean the dude eats shots like they're complimentary appetizers. He absorbs 8.16 significant strikes per minute, which is a sentence that should come with a therapist's number. He's also a bit of an enigma in the cage. Sometimes he looks like a destroyer, sometimes he looks like he's waiting for a commercial break. That inconsistency makes him hard to bet on, but also hard to count out. Still, in his last fight against Marco Tulio, even though he lost, he showed serious toughness. The kind of toughness that makes you say, "Oh, he's still standing," followed by, "Wait, he's still standing?" So, who wins? If Vieira gets this to the ground, he's going to do what he always does. Fold Gore like a beach chair and start working through his BJJ for torture playbook. An early takedown likely means a quick tap, but if Gore can sprawl and brawl, keep the fight standing, and just survive that early submission storm, Vieira starts turning into a panic wrestler with cinder blocks for lungs. Gore could hurt him or even catch him in a sub of his own. He's scrappy, dangerous, and probably a little offended. He's a plus 180 dog. Official pick, Tresean Gore by second round TKO. I know it's risky, I know, but I'm fading Vieira's gas tank, and I'm banking on Gore to survive that early wave and do what he does best, throw hammers at a guy who forgot to charge his battery. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.